mal. Pas mal du tout. Ok.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
Imbécile, va. Ah, j'en ai oublié de voir. On dirait qu'il parle à son chien. Imbécile.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self. Wait, but it was you inside that thing too.
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way... You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory
C'est beau.
recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue.
Come back, traveler. Paimon, Balladeer.
Ah, maintenant, il s'appelle
We
Scaramuccia.
just went on a really long...
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should after learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless.
But that doesn't mean your
Okay.
own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people.
C'est beau
These
ce
are
qu'il dit,
not
c'est
simple
beau.
things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a
Oh.
fantasy.
Il a repris sa couleur.
Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence,
Ah, il fait ce qu'il veut en
the
fait.
world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul.
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
Voilà,
In
ouais,
all
c'est-
honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over
Et maintenant,
was
c'est bon, ils sont
indeed a part
potes.
of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is
Ouais,
what
ouais,
gives
c'est la
me
sagesse.
worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be— Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that.
Ah oui, il veut pas
Sorry
être
if I have
arrêté.
a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The
Non, ça va,
wisest
c'est pas ça.
leaders are fated to end up with the best.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that, traveler. In the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I will try.
C'est sympa.
Traveler.
Oui.
After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll
Ah,
do
c'est
everything
sympa.
I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't
Chaque
you
fois, ils veulent
worry.
m'aider en retour, mais ils
That's
peuvent pas,
not
parce que je
true.
faut retrouver ma soeur
A
pour m'aider, c'est tout.
relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not to be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up
Ok,
trying to
il
become
va,
a
il
human
va
a
rester
long time ago.
marionnette.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing the past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of—
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but...
Ok, il s'en va. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
Then I
Scaramuccia.
guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Ah, ok.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Putain.
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly
Comment il va
nickname
s'appeler?
for you, too.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Oh là, pas gentil.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
Mais si,
A
vas-y,
name
je
is
l'aime bien.
life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
C'est nous qui te vendons c'est notre gosse.
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
C'est cool, c'est
Are you
rigolo.
sure?
Tu es sûr? Bah écoute, oui. Ah, c'est nul en vrai, attends. C'est trop nul en vrai. C'est trop nul, mais ça sera comme ça pour le moment.
All right, if you say so.
Il est deg.
There. Now you have a name of—
What about a nickname?
Scaramuccia
Are you
Blue.
done yet? Take your time. I don't need to see you again until everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know
Okay.
about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Il a fait son choice.
But
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Mais non, t'inquiète.
No nonsense. I like it. All right, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
he's gone.
Bye, Scaramuccia Blue.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem... So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
C'est vrai, on va pouvoir les manger. Ça, c'est
Thank
cool.
you both.
C'est la bonne nouvelle.
I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Du tout. Ah, et leur roman, c'est
I
vrai.
can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nag, all these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final
ils sont à fond,
sunrise
du coup.
that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk
Oh, il est
to
là.
behold.
Il est là, Scaramuccia Blue. Ce, quel bande de cons. Tout simplement. Je suis con.
It's about time we had a break.
Ah mais elle n'a rien à manger, Paimon.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow! Huh? Look at the vase.
Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'il était tombé.
Someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
Bah oui. Qu'est-ce qu'a dit Paimon?
You
Ah.
sound lost and confused.
Oula, c'est qui ça?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Is there someone here talking to
C'est
us?
sa sœur, c'est sa sœur.
Unfortunately, the
No?
fate
Bah non,
of
non.
Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance. When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the
Qu'est-ce
tree
qu'elle
may
dit?
sway, it is not displaced. Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird,
Ou par
the
Paimon.
result is still a broken vase.
Who are you? How do you know?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes.
Oh,
Only
c'était...
that which you
C'est quoi, c'est une
see
illusion? C'est des
is
illusions?
true.
Qu'est-ce
What
qui est
is
vrai, qu'est-ce qui est faux? Putain, on sait plus.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff? Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground.
Ok, c'est
Should
cool.
Paimon go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Ça roule. Putain, il va lui arriver un délire. Imaginez,